In the many times that you've gone to a mall, has it ever occurred to you how everything that we find inside the mall is just so organized? And did you even realize that there's actually a person in charge of juggling different tasks just to make sure that operations is constantly smooth? How tedious is this job? Or how interesting is it? We will find out more in today's episode. Hi everyone, my name is Rachel and welcome to a new episode of Career in Focus by Your Life Skip. So today's Career in Focus is Mall Manager. And I'm happy and excited to welcome today's featured guest. She is a wife and a mom and a career woman. She has been in the mall industry for 7 years. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Lorraine Abes.
Hi Rachel, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for joining us today. I know you're very busy, but it's always a pleasure to spend time with someone so well accomplished like you. So,
Thank you for inviting me.
thank you. Okay, let's start. This is a
Sure.
very exciting career. So, first, tell us about what you do.
Well, I'm a mall manager. So, for those who aren't familiar what it is, it's really like being a property manager. So, it's like managing a mall or a building. So, I'm in charge of the day-to-day operations and business, profits and losses. I'm the one in charge of ensuring that the mall is full, 100% occupied with sales, with enough foot traffic to sustain the sales. And at the same time, I'm also in charge of facilities management. So ensuring that all facilities are in tip-top condition, everything is working well, parking is clean, even the washroom is clean. So everything that would affect customer experience, that's what the mall manager is in charge of. So basically, I'm in charge of the entire business from customer service to leasing, marketing, and day-to-day operations. But of course, we have a whole battalion of people who's making sure that everything is working well on a day-to-day basis.
At least that's an assurance that it's not a
Yes,
one woman job. But it
that's
sounds
right.
very tedious and it sounds very complicated. So when you say mall manager, it's everything cover to cover.
Yes, it's basically
Leasing.
cover to cover. You have to be familiar with everything from leasing to sales to marketing. It's really more on property management. It's business management. So everything you see inside the mall, they're all tenants. They are paying you rent. You're not really the one personally running the supermarket or the store, the department store, or all the other retail stores. So basically, what you're doing is ensuring that all of the spaces are occupied and
Mhm.
managed well. So basically, it's more on ensuring that the revenue is always we're hitting the target.
So back of the house, operations, including sales, is part of your
Um,
responsibility. Okay,
yes.
so what inspired you to be a mall manager?
Okay, but actually, this career is not something that I plan to do. Um, I used to be from the hotel. I used to be a sales manager of a hotel. The background is more on customer service. Customer service is really impeccable. We have great customer service. We have very good people skills. So there was a time that the retail or the real estate industry was actually looking for people with this kind of background. So I happened to chance upon this opportunity. I found it to be very interesting. Retail has been booming in the Philippines, whether it's brick or mortar, and now it's more on online. But the mall industry has been thriving.
Okay, what is a typical work day for you? How does it look like?
Well, a typical work day for me actually it starts even the day before. So in order for me to be prepared for the day, the day before leaving work, I would look at my calendar and then look at what's in store for me the next day. So normally a typical day for me would be meeting with tenants. It would be normally, especially now in the new normal, this would be back to back online meetings and then facilities inspection. I would look at my phone and check whatever updates I would have for the morning. Like, do we have events? And then check what's in store for me for the day. Do I have any meetings? So the first thing I would do when I arrive work is to actually check on my people. We have an operations briefing every morning. So different members of the team from car park, engineering, security, and operations, or building admin, it's like we share our own updates for the day or for the previous day and what to expect for the rest of the day or for the rest of the week, so that we're all abreast and aligned with what's happening. And then after that, I will checking my email. I would check if there are emails from the tenants or from the management, if there are new directions or anything that needs to be implemented. And then sometime during the course of the day, in between meetings, I would also do my rounds because currently I'm managing three properties. So I would do my rounds and check how are the tenants doing, or how are the facilities, are the management of these facilities being done well. So basically, it's just a quick run through of what's happening in the property. And then, of course, at the end of the day, I would also review, like, are tenant sales okay? Are the lease agreements of the tenants okay? Um, are all accounts paid on time? Something like that. So it's really just a quick run through of all of this um, different departments' roles. So I just have to take a look and check if everything is on track and aligned.
That sounds like a very, very busy day. So the malls open at 10 or 11, depending on the mall, right? But
Yes, the retail open at 10.
how early do you start and how late
Well,
do you end?
Well, actually, it's a pretty normal day for me. So I try to really manage my time well. So I start work at 9 a.m. and I usually end work at 6 p.m., sometimes a little later than that. But definitely, I try to be out of work, outside of work by before 7 p.m.
Okay, Lorraine, how can one become a mall manager?
Number one, you have to be very business savvy. So, because really it's about running a business. And if you think about it, you're not only running your own business, but since you're handling maybe hundreds of tenants, maybe 50 tenants, 30 tenants, 40 tenants, we don't know, maybe hundreds for bigger malls. And for myself, like for my property, it's around 40 tenants for the building. So if you think about it, you really have to be business savvy because you're not only managing your business, but you're also ensuring that everything is in place so that the operations of your other tenants won't be hampered. So that's number one. Number two, being very organized is really, really important because maybe for someone who's not very familiar yet with the day-to-day operations, it might sound very overwhelming. It might sound intimidating, but actually, once you get a hang of it, you really have to manage time. And then number three, so here you learn to be technical also. I'm not a technical person, but I do deal with a lot of technical people, construction team, engineerings, architects, depending on the project that we have in the building. So you don't need to be a technical person, but you have to understand what it is. So it takes a lot of effort also. It takes a lot of effort because there are things that I wasn't aware what it is. I don't know what a gen set was prior to joining this time, this job or this company. And then I mean, through the parts of the job on a day-to-day basis, we have subject matter experts. So whatever it is that I don't know about, I really ask them. I really ask for their help. So I don't try to pretend that I know everything. So I think that's what helped me also to become an effective mall manager. So you have to be business savvy, You have to be organized, and you should know how to manage your time well, because that will come very handy. And then number three, you need to be technical, but if you're not a technical person, so you have to have someone who can help you with the things that you don't really understand.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying it's okay. A business management course in college can actually take you to this career, right?
Yes, actually, most of my colleagues, a lot are from the hotel industry.
Okay.
A lot have marketing background, also
Mm-hmm.
management course. Some of them took management course. It doesn't. There's really no like a course for mall management.
Of
But I
course,
think one
yeah.
of the universities now will also be offering like building admin management. So there's no a specific rule for this one. It will prepare you for this, but just like I've mentioned, it's like a general manager. It's like a
Yeah.
general management role. So if you know business, if you're business savvy, if you have common sense,
Yeah.
then you'll be able to wing it.